Coming up in this episode, and just hoping that I'm not going to end up any deeper than my knees because I don't want to get my shorts wet.
We can just leave that alone. Going straight for my whistle. They love the colour of that whistle. Alright, well there's a big orange marker there. And just been trying to search for the one on the opposite bank. The only thing I can see is an orange marker over at the Awaroa hut. I think that's the Awaroa hut on the opposite bank, so what are you after? We have to food for the little ones. Hey you. Ah, what have you seen? There's nothing there.
Oh well, Jenna's caught me up, and I'm just now watching. There's about 4 or 5 people crossing at the moment, so we're just going to see how deep it is. Taking off my shoes because I learned that from the estuary crossings up north. And just hoping that I'm not going to end up any deeper than my knees because I don't want to get my shorts wet. Cold and ouch. Ugh. Oh well, my feet are numb now, so so I can't really feel it. And it looks like we're going in up to crotch height. Never mind. Okay, we are across. Took a little longer than I was hoping. Water was pretty cold, and yes, my learning from the estuaries up north to take your shoes off to get across, I don't know if it applies so much when you've got cockles all over the seabed. It was pretty painful there for a little while. But anyway, here I am at Awaroa hut. I will rinse my legs and my feet off here, get them all dry, get my shoes and socks back on, and then I think I have about another 4 hours today to Bark Bay. Awaroa hut, what an amazing little hut that is. A great place to try and stay. Beautiful views of the estuary, and just unfortunate that the tide times at the moment are not particularly great. Got about 4 hours through to Bark Bay. It's about 13.5 kilometres I think, and there is a hut at Bark Bay and a little campsite. I'm in the campsite because again I couldn't get booked in the hut. I've heard that there's still a few hills again though, so no doubt my legs will be nice and warmed up by the time I get there. Oh, another really steep climb, but beautiful viewpoint again. I can only imagine what it must look like on a sunny day.
pretty sure this is onga. It's a stinging nettle, but I could be wrong as well. There are a lot of plants out here that look like it, but I just know that onga has these serrated leaves. Somebody out there can tell me whether it is or not.
So out here, just behind me, all this coastline that you can see is actually part of the Tonga Island Marine Reserve. So all of the marine life here in this reserve is completely protected. Nobody is allowed to fish it, nobody's allowed to catch it. I mean, I can't tell you much about the marine life and things, but it certainly is one of the most beautiful parts of the track that I've come to date. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about things that have kind of surprised me on this track, or things that I've really appreciated. First and foremost, of course, the thing that I always appreciate when I'm out in the backcountry, and that is the sheer number of flushing toilets on this track. And in actual fact, they're kind of strange little flushing toilets because they look like standard long drops, and then you open the door and in actual fact there is a proper toilet with a cistern in there. And the second thing that I found really amazing, and probably more particularly this morning than any other day so far, has just been the bird life on this track. This morning I started out with some of the most amazing birds outside of the normal weka and pukeko that you'll see in any place around this kind of region of New Zealand. I also got treated to sighting my very first kiraru this morning at camp, which is a New Zealand pigeon. They are very identifiable by their bright white breast and then sort of green tinged feathers. And then following me down the trail a little bit later on this morning was a pair of fantails, and just amazing little birds, very characterful. And then the chorus that's been going on as I've been walking as well for the last couple of days has just been amazing and so pleasant to hear, especially after a couple of days walking on Te Awaroa, where I think I really got attuned to all of that bird song. Camp over there, so I've taken my shoes off. I don't want to get wet feet, so here we go. Oh. Woo. Alrighty, I'm not really a sea baby, but let's go and put our feet in the water, huh? Let's see. Oh. Oh, it's cold. So beautiful. Ah, just amazing. Look at this. Alrighty, well I'm here at Bark Bay Camp. I'm all set up, my tent's up. I'm all set up in my tent. What am I saying? That's twice. I'm so tired I can't even talk straight. My sleeping pad's blown up, my sleeping bag is here inflating, which is nice, and I think I am going to try and brave the sandflies because there don't seem to be that many of them around at the moment, and go and cook my dinner on the beach. Good night, everyone. Stay tuned next week on the channel. Today I'm heading from where I stayed last night at Bark Bay Camp and heading to Apple Tree Bay or Apple Tree Cove tonight.